Imagine walking into a dealership and seeing an SUV that looks like it belongs beside a Land Rover Defender or a Toyota FJ Cruiser. It has rugged fenders, boxy proportions, real ground clearance, and the kind of design that makes people stop and stare. Then you ask the price. Not $60,000, not $40,000, not even $30,000, just $15,000. At first, it sounds impossible because vehicles that look this good aren't supposed to be affordable anymore. But here's the biggest surprise. This isn't just another cheap Chinese SUV. It's the kind of vehicle millions of Americans have quietly wanted for years. Simple, compact, fun, affordable. Ironically, China didn't invent this formula. America did. The only difference is, America stopped building it. The SUV that shouldn't exist. The first thing people notice isn't the specifications. It isn't the electric motor. It isn't the range. It's the shape. Park the V23 almost anywhere, and people assume it costs twice as much. The upright stance, the squared body, the oversized wheel arches, the chunky tires. Everything about it gives off the feeling of an old-school adventure vehicle instead of another anonymous crossover. For years, SUVs have become smoother, rounder, and more alike. This one goes in the opposite direction. Then comes the moment that changes everything: the price. Around $15,000 in China. Suddenly, people stop asking, how fast is it? Instead, they ask, wait, why can't I buy one? That's why this SUV exploded across YouTube videos, Reddit discussions, and automotive forums. Not because it's the most powerful, not because it's the fastest, but because it feels like something the market forgot how to build. And for many Americans, that's a surprisingly emotional feeling. America didn't stop selling SUVs. It stopped selling this kind of SUV. That's an important difference. Walk into almost any American dealership today. You'll see rows and rows of crossovers. They're safer, quieter, more efficient, packed with giant touchscreens and driver assistance systems. But stand back 20 feet, and many of them blur together. Different logos, nearly identical shapes. That wasn't always true. The Honda Element looked unapologetically weird. The Nissan Xterra looked ready to disappear into the mountains. The Toyota FJ Cruiser looked like nothing else on the road. Even the old Jeep Cherokee had personality before you ever turned the key. They weren't perfect. Some rattled, some leaked oil, some drank gasoline. But they made owners feel like every drive could become an adventure. Over time, something changed. Fuel economy standards became stricter. Crash regulations became more demanding. Consumer expectations shifted toward luxury. Manufacturers discovered they could earn far more profit selling $45,000 SUVs than $20,000 ones. Little by little, affordable lifestyle SUVs disappeared. Nobody officially announced the end. They simply faded away until most people forgot they ever existed. China found the gap. Most people assume Chinese automakers only copy what everyone else builds. The V23 suggests something very different. Instead of asking, what's selling today, its designers appear to have asked, what are people missing? That's a completely different question. The answer wasn't another oversized family SUV. It wasn't another luxury crossover. It wasn't another vehicle filled with fake chrome and giant screens. Instead, they built something with character. Small enough for city streets, capable enough for weekend adventures, stylish enough that owners actually turn around and look back after parking it. That's something many vehicles have quietly lost. Cars used to make people smile. Today, many simply perform a task. That's why this SUV has become more than just another product from China. It represents a growing realization. Some of the most exciting automotive ideas aren't coming from the companies that invented the SUV market. They're coming from companies willing to build vehicles people thought had disappeared forever. And that raises an uncomfortable question. If a Chinese company can sell a vehicle that reminds Americans why they fell in love with SUVs in the first place, what exactly happened to Detroit? Because the answer has very little to do with engineering and almost everything to do with economics. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one claims the V23 is flawless, and that's actually part of its appeal. The brakes aren't sports car sharp. The steering isn't luxury car refined. Some reviewers complain about the thick A-pillars creating blind spots. Others wish the suspension felt softer. The interior isn't as rugged as the exterior promises. There are compromises everywhere. But something fascinating happens once people hear the price. Instead of asking, why isn't it perfect? They begin asking, how did they include this much for only $15,000? The conversation completely changes, because value changes expectations. For roughly the price of a used compact sedan in America, buyers get a stylish electric SUV, physical buttons, off-road drive modes, a surprisingly spacious cabin, modern software, advanced driver assistance, and a design people genuinely admire. Suddenly, the flaws don't disappear. They simply become easier to forgive. That's a rare achievement in today's car market. Why Americans keep looking at cars they can't buy. Here's the strange part. Most Americans can't even purchase this SUV, at least not easily. Yet millions continue watching videos about it. Why? Because this isn't only about one vehicle. It's about possibility. People aren't just reacting to the V23. They're reacting to what it represents. A reminder that affordable cars can still be interesting, that practicality doesn't have to look boring, that character doesn't have to cost luxury money. Scroll through the comments under almost any review. People from Australia, Canada, Britain, Brazil, South Africa, even the United States keep saying almost the same thing. I'd buy one. I wish we had this. Bring it here. When thousands of people living on different continents reach the same conclusion, manufacturers should probably pay attention. The problem isn't technology. Many people assume America's biggest challenge is competing with Chinese battery technology. But that's only part of the story. Building batteries is difficult. Building electric motors is difficult. But building something people genuinely fall in love with, that might be even harder. The V23 isn't attracting attention because of the battery. It's attracting attention because it has personality. For years, automakers optimized spreadsheets, profit margins, production efficiency, shared platforms, global parts. Every decision made financial sense. Yet, somewhere along the way, many vehicles stopped feeling memorable. China looked at the same market and decided personality might actually be profitable. That's a gamble many legacy automakers stopped making years ago. More than just a cheap SUV. Whether the V23 ever reaches American roads almost doesn't matter anymore. Its biggest impact has already happened. It proved that affordable doesn't have to mean boring, that small doesn't have to feel cheap, and that people still care deeply about design. Not because they need transportation, but because they want to enjoy owning it. Perhaps that's why this little SUV has sparked conversations around the world. Not because everyone wants this exact vehicle, but because everyone remembers a car that made them feel something, and they're still waiting for someone to build another one. The biggest lesson isn't that China built a great $15,000 SUV. It's that someone finally noticed a hole everyone else ignored. For years, automakers believed buyers only wanted bigger screens, more horsepower, more luxury, and higher prices. The V23 quietly asks a different question. What if people simply wanted a fun, affordable SUV with character again? Maybe that's why this little Chinese SUV has become far more than another electric vehicle. It's become a reminder that sometimes the future of the automobile doesn't begin with inventing something completely new. Sometimes it begins by remembering what people loved all along. And if that idea continues spreading, the next revolution in the auto industry may not be about who builds the fastest EV. It may be about who remembers how to build cars people can't stop smiling at.